Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, our viewers. We welcome you once again to this lovely panel. Once again, I'm here with my guest host,
Memra.
and we're here to talk about parenting and money. As you all know, we are grateful to God first for giving us a chance of life. Some of us, we don't tell God thank you for the life we have. We don't tell God thank you for the blessings that we have. But just to even be alive, to have a roof over our head, to have free oxygen, we are not on machines. It's an honor to be alive and to also talk about the goodness of God in our life, because every day is a testimony to the living that we are alive and God is able. Okay, you're welcome once again. My name is Ivy, and we're here to talk about money and parenting. So we will welcome our viewers who are live, those who are not live, those who are gonna watch it. We shall be happy if you give us feedback, or if you have questions, you want to tell us more about what you think it was. We will take that and we will learn from it, because it's a learning experiencing. There's no book for parenting. We all try. We have a book that we make for ourselves. Everyone makes a book for themselves to help their children. But today, the topic we are talking about, we live in a fast world. Our children start to earn money when they're very young. And as parents, we are caught up between them having wages and then not living up to their part of their chores at home. I want you to know that as a parent, as a grandmother, as a daughter, as a sister, and as a mother, I want to talk about this, because many of the parents, once they see their children are earning money, they take all the weights off them in the home. If the child is working and she's still under your roof, I'm advising, or I'm asking all of us as parents to please still ground these children. They are still under our care. Mothers, our children can never be old enough. We have to train them for tomorrow. We have to train them for the state, for the country, for the village. If you don't train your child at home, in the village, it will be so hard for that child. In the city, it will be so hard for that child. So I'm talking about a very complicated topic today, because money, I'll give you a verse in the Bible. When I go to Matthew 6:24, God talks about the different God and mammon. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he'll hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. And then I'm gonna take another reading from Luke 16:13. Luke 16:13. It also says, Luke 16:13 says, no servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. So, our dear parents out there, our children who are also going to be listening into this, I would love for you to know that above all the money you make is God, and God is not compared. He is an uncomparable God, because we serve a God who is jealous. You cannot compare him. So what am I saying? Once you start looking for money or earning money, learn how to humble yourselves before God. and also before your parents, because that money, before it was there, your parents were there. And before you were into your parents' home, God was there. So let's try to live knowing that even this provision, it's God who has brought it. So when you are home and making money, especially those who are like, especially the teenagers who are between 14, 15, 16, 17, you are making money, but you want to spend it anyhow. You are making money and you don't want your parents to put a say into that money. That is not right. And as children, I have taught my kids to pay the tithe. I have given them, and sometimes I just observe them. Why? They have a job, they have a part-time thing they're doing. It's in a university. Yes, I'm grateful for that, for Boston University, Boston College, to have given them a chance to do something for them. But at the same time, I want them to grow up knowing that tithe is not something a parent has to force you into. I want them to grow up knowing giving shouldn't be pushed. Giving should be from the heart. So I'm going to turn the table to the panel and let Nimra explain to us what she thinks about money and giving.
Like, what do you mean by giving?
When you make your money, is it so hard for you to give? Is it so hard to share? Do you give your tithe? You know?
For my part-time job, whenever I get my check at the end of like my working, I give a tenth of it to God, and sometimes I give even more than a tenth. Like, say I make $200, I'll give like at least $20 to $30, because that's like more than a tenth of the money. And then also, I feel like giving isn't really that hard, because most of the time whenever I get money, I save half of it and I give like the rest to like my parents. So
Do you feel like when you give it to your parents, do you feel a burden in your heart?
Sometimes if I give it to them like without them asking, it's like I want to give to them. But other times, if like I don't give it to them, or if they ask for, like they just take the money, I kind of feel a little like, I don't know, like a little mad. But it's like I don't really need that much money, so I don't know.
So have you ever thought about why they take it? Because like I'm her parent, so when she says that and her money goes, she has a student account attached to my account. So when I go into her money and take it, I always I always refund it. So I want to correct that, because she said sometimes she feels like, oh my gosh, where's my money? I always refund her money. But I want also to talk to you, as has earning money made you forget about your chores at home?
No, I still clean every day, so I don't really forget about my chores.
Okay. And do you feel like if you earn more money, you wouldn't be able to do chores at home?
No, it really doesn't matter how much money I earn, because at the end of the day, I know I still have a lot of chores. Like, I just have to still clean, no matter what.
How many chores do you do at home?
Like,
Mm-hmm.
like 3.
Like what? Like
Well, no, like doing laundry, doing, like sweeping, like doing the dishes, cleaning the counters, like cooking.
and do you enjoy doing it?
If I'm not told to do it, I enjoy doing it. Like sometimes, like washing the dishes. If like my mom or my sister or my dad doesn't tell me to, like, oh, you go wash the dishes, I just do it myself. Like instead of just doing the dishes, like I clean the whole kitchen. And sometimes I clean, like after the dishes, I clean the counters, the stove, the dining table, and the fridge. So
Okay. So you are you telling me that you work better with self discipline,
yeah,
pushing yourself,
yeah.
than being told?
Mhm.
Are there days you don't want to do chores?
Yeah, Sundays, like after school, if I had like a long day, and then I get home and I'm asked to do something straight away instead of getting to just rest, I feel I kind of like I get mad and then I'm just like tired. But I still do it like what I'm told to do. So
Okay, that's very good. Do you know how to cook?
yes,
Mm. Like, is your food edible or is just average?
it's edible. It's really good.
You think it's really good?
Yeah.
You think you can teach us how to cook one time if we had a segment of cooking, could you teach us how to cook?
Like I can teach how to make maybe like basically I can teach how to make like rice or like for beginners like eggs, noodles, pasta,
Okay.
or like chicken or meat or like a steak. A steak.
Ah, you are an African child living in the United States. Do you know how to cook any of your traditional meals?
Um, yes, cause well, yes, I think I know how to cook at least like 5 meals.
Can you give us at least one or two?
Um, matoke and matoke is basically like it's like a green banana
Mm-hmm.
and like you boil it and then after it's soft, it like gets really soft, like as if you're making mashed potatoes, basically.
Okay.
And second, fufu,
Okay.
which is a West African dish.
Okay. What else do you know how to make?
I know how to make a lot of stews. I know how to make okra soup, spinach soup, or like both of them together. A beef stew, a chicken stew, like lamb chops.
Okay. So now we're here again talking about foods with money. So really, the basic thing about money today was, are you saving? Do you have any savings?
Well, I have like $300 to $200 saved in my account, and now it's gone. I don't know what happened to my money.
All right. So okay, we're here to talk about money and expenditures. Sometimes we take your money as parents and as children, learn how to. I'm not saying every parent is the same, but I believe when I take my children's money, I save it for them just in case they need it again. They get back their money because like we have the same account. She needs things. I give her my card. She uses it. Sometimes I take it out of her account because I don't want her to have, since she has access to her bank account, to her bank card. I don't want her to just keep spending because it's her money. I take control because I want to make sure she knows what she's doing. But also I want to advise the, the, the teenagers who are working. It's okay to give some of your money to your parents, especially if you're not paying bills at home. It's okay to do a good favor to your parents. Maybe once in a while taking them out for dinner, or once in a while just coming home and saying, "Ma, I have a gift card. Go to the spa, go do this, go do that." And sometimes you don't even have to use money to help out your parents. Do something, say something to them that is sweet. "Ma, thank you for being my mother. Thank you for being my father." Give them something. There's so many parents who are working 2 to 3 jobs. I have so many friends who are talking to me and telling me they hardly see their children at home. They raise up in the morning, they come home very late, and by the time they come home, the children are sleeping. And now, those who have transitioned into going to work after school, by the time the parents come home, the children are still at work. When they come in, they'll just bathe and go straight to bed. So there's a lot of this miscommunication with all what's going on in America. But I'm praying to God that the God who hears us and the God who had when the Israelites were in Babylon, they were in captivity for 70 years. And God promised them and said, even if you're in captivity, your children will get married and they'll have kids, boys and girls. You will plant gardens and you eat from them. You will build houses and you will sleep in them. That same God is still available today. I pray for all the parents out there that are going through this crisis of working so hard and are not being appreciated by our children. That one day God should make a turnaround in all of our lives. May God make a turnaround in each and every one of the parents going to listen to this video. We thank you so much. We're going to leave it here because we know that our teenagers out there are learning how to trust God and taking a leap of faith of going out to look for money. Those of you who are going out to look for work and those of you who have work, I pray for safety in your workplaces. I pray that you have a chance to share your money with God, because the more you share your money with God, you always have more and more and more. There will never be an emptiness in your bank accounts. So we thank God for this session. We thank God for all of you who are going to give us feedback, and everyone who watch it. May God bless you, and good night.
Bye.